Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 9 of Shadowhome, which is by now a town, as you can see. The town of Shadowhome. Well, we're going to make sure that this place deserves the name of township today, as we will bring in some culture into this place by adding in, well, basic stuff. Dining hall, tavern, those things. So beyond that, well, let's see what will happen, because always something does happen, and we'll see how peaceful our adventures will go today. It is pretty much time for the first invasion, in my book at least, so I'm very cautious. Either way, there is also another plight upon us. We must select the tables and throne materials by now. So we're going to go for a rock throne and a rock table. It should be. So I have decided for myself behind the scenes that we're going to rock the dolomite on these materials, simply because I want to have this place as valuable as possible, and dolomite is just worth more money compared to other stones. We have so much stone available. We're living in the mountains, so I can fully go for what I want to. Ikea stole a granite amulet. The interesting part about the stolen granite amulet is that it is definitely not made here. I made these in the previous fortress. It's fascinating. So this is one item of my previous fort, yeah. Crazy. Ah well, the muscle shell junk is piling up. We obviously need more bins. How's the iron supply? Ugh, not so good. So let's see. Do we have at least some hematite to back it up? Nope. Well, 12 boulders at least. So yeah, we have our quests and such. Also, I have a. Didn't I order a sarcophagus the other day? I was so sure I did. Ah, they're just not forged yet. I see. Anyways, so that is something for another day. That means we totally need to carve out more territory. This fortress is so hungry when it comes down to territory it needs to carve out. It's crazy. Alright. But luckily we at least have now the caverns sorta under control. Enough under control. At least. Alright. So, just looking for another place to do a bigger excavation now. I was also wondering if these layers here don't have some treasures for themselves as well, as we have cancelled mining here relatively quickly. I went here into very, very small corridors, and therefore, let's see. Maybe we get a lucky find here. And I don't know. These serpent people, they're brutal gatekeepers here. But obviously they're dying these days now. Crazy. Anyways, let's see if we can dig out something of interest here. I somewhat doubt it. But who knows? Hematite can also be found in relatively high altitude, so to speak. What the hell has happened here? I am very confused. So, yeah, obviously this one is leaking through the roof, and as you see there, it's slowly filling up the entire cavern there. And why did we... Why did we find these things? Tell me, Eurist. Why are you telling me about this? I don't see why. Used. Didn't open up a new corridor here. All I opened up, I did close. Same here. So I guess we just had a squadron of people wandering there. This is, to me, the most likely reason for that. Alright. You know, better be cautious when you see notifications like these. It's always worth double checking if you don't know where it's coming from. Rest in peace, my man. Poor old. Wait a sec, this is the wrong... Okay. Zazit's monument is somewhere else. We have built a sarcophagus for him because, I guess. Ow. Whatever. So I want that rock block business a little bit more diverse in terms of flooring. Like I promised, we're going today deep into the adamantine ballista arrow industry. Just kidding. It's just one thing that I keep clicking for some reason. No, I'm going to go for dolomite blocks. They can be served up to 500 here as well. Let's see. We have our stockpile for these. Wonderful. Everything is as it should be. Magnetite, my men. Magnetite. An entire flipping wall of magnetite. I was busy collecting scraps down there, while there is a entire feast of metal waiting for us. Wow, this is... Look at this. This is an entire wall. Okay. I am... I'm no longer in lack of iron. We should definitely whip out the steel recipes now. Oh god. It's a lot of iron. I didn't expect it to go like that. So here you see this is a pocket deposit. It's not a vein deposit. Also not a small cluster like we had before. This is a huge blob of iron. Wonderful. Now that's getting us somewhere. Wow, that's so many magnetite boulders. So this gets me to the point where I will now cancel the smelting of hematite ore. Why? Because hematite ore is beautifully red, and it's so difficult to get yourself such a beautifully red color elsewhere. We're going to use that hematite now for beauty's sake. And I just decided that the second thing, the second pit here is not going to go for glass, it's going to go for the magma smelter. I've made up my mind, I've changed my mind, and it's better like that. Oh boy. This is, yeah. You see what this is doing to me. Alright, you name your axe, man. There we go. Now, I'll be pumping up an entire chamber for the magnetite now. Chamber for the lumber is also well filled. This gives me the feeling that we're really making progress. Okay. Very simple thing here. Must be symmetric though, if possible. Now, where were we? So, bring in the magnetite and bring it plentifully. So, we're going to smelt magnetite ore by the numbers that we got. When we got it, we are going to smelt it. Then we are going to make pig iron. And we are obviously going to make steel. Do I need to make steel? No. Oh, what's the job description? No, it's actually make steel boss. I was right. Good. So we want. Oh yeah, we need refined coal as well for this recipe. Exactly. So we're going to make that if the amount of refined coal is at this point and this here. And steel is going to be made 100 bars. And also only if the amount of refined coal is high enough. Then we're going to make charcoal, as this is the only source of coal for us, that we're only going to make if we have more than 20 logs. Just want to make sure that there's a bit of a planning behind all that. Let's expand the storage stockpile. Let's start smeltering. Nice. Seriously, this is some good news. And more people are arriving. This place is, wow. So, help of gears. True heroes. True heroes, man. So, there is a legend among these. Let's get that in. You know, the help of gears have felled a desert titan the other day who was spitting webs. An absolute deadly monstrosity. Which reminds me that we need to link up this thing. There we go. Osmel, the wrestler. The man, the hero, the legend. We're going to put Osmel's lever down here. Osmel's lever will shut the fortress off of the outside world. I think this is such a fitting thing for what has happened. Relatively proud of myself here. There we go. Let's remove this furniture here. I need to make so many more bedrooms here. And obviously we need to make cabinets. Okay, boss. Cabinet, what will it be? So, yeah, we're definitely going to have a motley crew of cabinets. Because I obviously need to make them very regularly for my dude. Alright, child is going for a craft stores workshop. Let's see what it'll produce. Okay, so I just decided that I want to have some boring old granite here as well. Granite is just a good everyday stone, and as far as I saw it, we have a nice amount of that stuff stored here as well. There we go. A nice amount, yeah. Sums up to something like that, right? And yeah, we're gonna be carving. There we go. Then this place gotta be made a little bit wider. And animals are dying again. Alright. Oh boy, that is a lot of animals. I must have overlooked the pasturing since a while. Definitely. Oh boy, there's a lot of things still to do. We need to get that pasturing done too, huh? Ah well. One thing at a time, dearest, one thing at a time. We can't really go for all of the stuff at once. So, let's dolomite it up. Okay. Ooh, I think I'll be doing some bedroom excavations off camera of the next level there. But what I absolutely wanted to do was to bring in some extra bedrooms and private chambers here in this roundabout section here. Just a few. A little bit here and there, odd shaped and such. Because I think these levels, they can have a few more inhabitants. Definitely. Keeping the shapes here again as random as I can to give it a little bit less of a industrialized look. But I'm keeping the rooms relatively large still. More cabinets. My dude. Jeez. This man is a cabinet addict. And I think there's a couple of Kea invading my tile again. I hate them for that, because sometimes when my system is shutting down, it also behaves like that. Hasn't happened since a long time now, but still. Quite annoying. Not gonna lie. So I just realized that the barracks need to be smaller like that. My soldiers need to be where the Kea is. Right? So we're going to flip in a door here in between real quick. Let's connect that one. And, you know, I don't want to make any half measures. It's Osmond's lever, like I said. There we go. Every fortress should have an Osmos lever, by the way. It's my personal belief. You gain so much safety. Okay, this is not good. The cave crocodile and the fish dissector shouldn't be fighting. But as it stands, the fish dissector seems to have won. Injured maybe, but victorious. I love these guys. Yeah, her hands are a little bit dented. But apart from that, she showed that croc who's boss. Tales from below, man. I love these. This is one of the reasons why I think it is absolutely hilarious to have the caverns opened. You know, you didn't see that, right? We didn't try to build walls in here. Never. Ever. Nuh-uh. So, we came to marble up this place. So... good. This'll get us some extra area down that we can live with at whatever. You get the idea. Just need to do something about the apartment situation here. And the whole idea was that these center places are the premium places. Soon we're going to fit in a couple of gemstone windows there. Tower cap amulet. That little guy is claiming it as a family heirloom, so let's see why. So, encrusted with cushion schorl cabochon, studded with iron, decorated with yak leather, and encircled with bands of tower cap. Cushion marble cabochon and oval schist cabochon. Lots of different stone types. This object menaces with spikes of marble. On the item is an image of 2 square brilliant cut gems in tower cap. Okay. On the item is an image of Moldath lance hair and a tick monster in schist. The tick monster is striking down Moldath. Artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Moldath by a tick monster and rasp orb. Oh, in the year 24. The barbarous siege. Okay. So, I take it that child is a history buff, or his parents are, and wants to keep it. Maybe gift it to his parents, something like that. Yeah, I like the story. Anyways, no dwarves are dying in Rasdorp anymore. It's under our control now. Sadly, I wasn't able to do a clean reclaim. But on the other hand, the unclean reclaim that I took... prefabricated Dwarf Fortresses are ugly. They're terrible. I don't want to play in these. I went in there and I noticed immediately why I wasn't playing in any reclaimed fortresses anymore, because I just don't like the automatically generated forts. How they look like, how they behave. It's all very labyrinthine and lots of empty space. Very, very high amounts of unused empty space. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Didn't like it, what I saw there. Okay, speaking about things to like, we're going to bring in the dining hall here. I'd say we're going to go for 2 suites of furniture here. And a bit of decoration in the center. And while dwarves don't want to have anybody eating with them at their own table, personally think it looks really nice if they're sitting opposite of somebody. I like to imagine that these are, you know, situations where you can have a chat with your buddy. Stuff like that. Okay, here we go. One of my sword masters is fighting against the Chaos are dying. The Chaos stole once from us. Now they don't. Alright. That's a really beautiful dining hall. I really like it. Overall, I really like the what this blank space in the center does for the visuals of this fort. These rooms here around it, I think they are destroying a little bit of the beauty factor here, but on the other hand, I also think they are a good factor of realism. This is just what is needed, you see. But I think if I keep it like that, we'll keep up a nice aesthetic with all of that. I kept here a blank space in case we need another service building or something like that on another day. Alright. Love to see all this. Currently we have so many moving parts that at times I feel a little bit overwhelmed at keeping up with my tasks, so to speak. But, well, that's mostly because this fort had no year of silence, so to speak. What I mean with that is most forts that I've been in had this phase where there is almost nobody joining the fort for a pretty gosh darn long time. This fort totally skipped this phase. We went from nobody to 80 people, basically. in one fell swoop. And now, well, I'm carrying the fallout. I mean, the good thing is we obviously seem to produce enough of everything here to to get things done. But I really gotta be careful. I should amp up my food production at some point in the near future, simply because we can't go foraging here. Out there, there's nothing. Nothing. If you are not a grazing animal, you won't be finding any food out there. Or anything to brew booze out of, which is even worse. I mean, finding no food is one thing. Finding nothing to brew beer or wine or any other liquor out of, this is a nightmare. So, we need those farms. Very, very badly. But what we also need, I think, are more magma workshops. That's why I started flooding the next chamber, the chamber another time. So, let's see. I think I'm going to bring them down here. So you already know how this works. Track stops. Panel. And this time I'm smarter. This time I'm flipping the switch right afterwards, so I don't have to do this on the other occasion. That's a tiny thing. So, we're making an iron anvil, I wanted to say, but look at us. It's autumn again. Sheesh, that year passed like nothing. That's good news, as this means our friends from the mountain home will arrive now and bring us sand. The sand we have ordered. Alright, let's wait until the magma has evaporated. And then we can go for the next steps. Until then, we'll have to wait until the sand has been bought. Let's make a nice little storage stockpile for sand. We're not going to make it as per usual. I'm going to make something like this. The sand chamber. Alright, and we're also fetching our first pieces of steel. There we go. Already 20 bars in. Nice. With the current situation of economy for us, I have no problem with that. We need to cut a few more trees down below, but that's about it. So, let's do the annoying part. Furniture. Sandbags. There we go. And the trader? Where's the trader? We're waiting for the trader. I want to buy that sand so badly. So, I tell you what, we're going to keep this doctor's place like that. I like the aesthetics of this hospital with a smoothened hallway in the center and tiled bedrooms. I keep that. Suddenly realized that if we're smoothing it out, getting some art in it, it'll look gorgeous. Okay. And bedrooms. There we go. Alright. So we have a few more now. Good progress. Everybody who doesn't find a room can sleep in the dormitory until then. I would even go as far as expanding it a wee bit. We're gonna put in some statuary eventually and stuff. And another animal's dying. I thought I'd catch them all. Ah, there's a bull. Bet it's the bull. Yep. Good. So, well... I think I'm too early. The traders aren't arriving yet because it's just not time yet. That's what it is. So, iron bins. We can finally issue that majestic slew of iron bins. As we have now, a lot of magnetite. But what is way more important than the factor that we have so much magnetite, I am very, very fond of other finds here. And if we look at it here, shale. So let's check it out. Shale. So we have 3 more layers that potentially are riddled with pockets like these. Well, we should be considering shale and dirt also as working materials. I mean, there's even jelly opal in it. Flippin' valuable stuff. And the caravan from Zulban Shadim has arrived. Alrighty, my friends. And for today, it's been a blast, and I really enjoy our journeys here. I hope so do you. I think we're doing great these days. Yeah, feel free to leave me your comments. Like or subscribe would be appreciated. And of course, in the description box, you can find plenty of links leading to all the different things I did for Dwarf Fortress so far. And this is one world that I played here, and just another world that I played before, the Savage Lands saga. So yeah, knock yourself out. I'd be happy if you check them out. That all being said, if you want to support Icon Gaming more directly, there's also a couple of links for financial support there. Many thanks for all of you who do. I really appreciate it. It helps me making these videos a lot more than you might think. And yeah, many thanks to you for watching this video right here, right now. That is the most important support of them all. So thanks for being around, my men and ladies, of obviously, and everybody in between these words. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye bye.